Within the next 20 years, more than 90 million people from the baby boomer generation in the United States and Canada will be retiring. Baby boomers have been the most affluent and influential population group in the history of mankind, and now they're getting ready to retire. It's estimated that $10 trillion will be transferred from baby boomers to later generations in the largest generational transfer of wealth in history. I'm Nick Antonucci, and welcome to our newest series, The Small Business Minute. The majority of this baby boomer wealth is held as stock in more than 12 million privately owned businesses, and during the next 10 to 15 years, more than 70% of these companies are expected to change hands. Let's say you're one of these 12 million business owners who has spent your whole life building a business, and it's finally come the time where you feel ready to enjoy the fruits of your labor and retire. Well, what now? Where do I start? What are my exit strategies? The first thing you need to ask yourself is, do I want to pass my business down to my children? Or maybe you don't have children. So how can you exit your business and create the liquidity event that's necessary for you to enjoy the retirement that you've always dreamed of? There's no easy answer to this question, and in most cases, it requires years of planning. Most business owners have 80 to 90% of their financial wealth locked in their business, and transaction database BizComps shows the average small business is on the market for more than 200 days with historical transaction success rates only around 20 to 30% nationally, making it even more important that you begin your exit planning early. Now, selling a business isn't like selling a home or selling a car or selling some stock. It requires much more time and many more considerations are involved. So what are your options for exit? You could just sell your business. This isn't always a quick process, nor is it always successful. Always remember that a suitor is not necessarily a buyer. A potential buyer must be qualified to purchase your business. They must have the ability to pay and a history of successfully closing these kinds of transactions. These potential buyers could be a strategic or corporate buyer, a private equity group, or even a competitor. A strategic buyer is likely to pay a higher price for your business for some strategic reasons, such as your customer base or your proprietary technology, which creates synergies with its current businesses, making it more valuable to them. Private equity firms, on the other hand, pool investor capital and make investments in companies that they feel they can better manage and grow before selling it at a higher value in, let's say, 3 to 5 years, generally speaking. Finally, a competitor could be a prospective buyer. However, competitors typically offer the lowest purchase price. A competitor might be interested in gaining share by purchasing your business. However, as a business owner, be aware that your competitor could gain meaningful confidential information about your business if you do engage in negotiations. Always have a non-disclosure agreement in place. But your exit options aren't limited to selling to these 3 types of buyers. Maybe you're fortunate enough to have groomed a successor that is interested in continuing on the business. This can be a family member or a non-family employee who has moved their way up the ranks and shown an ability to run the business after you've left. This is a very viable exit plan if the successor can obtain the necessary financing. While bank financing is an option here, oftentimes the transition will be funded from the business's future cash flows, so it should only be transitioned to someone whom you have faith in that can successfully run the business after your exit, as your future payments are going to depend on it. If the business fails after your transition, you may not ever realize the true sales price if you don't get those payments. A similar option is simply grooming a successor who will run the business after your exit while you retain ownership of the company's stock. This allows for the owner to draw on the cash flows of the business while not needing to be present for running the day-to-day operations. Finally, you can consider an employee stock option plan, or ESOP. Maybe there isn't one clear successor, but a group of employees who are loyal to the company and make significant contributions to its growth. ESOPs can further increase employee loyalty as well as productivity by offering these employees ownership in the business. This type of exit can ensure a smooth transition and can provide some tax advantage to the seller as well. While this is an option for some businesses, it's not for all and often takes considerable time to establish the ESOP. No one option is best for all businesses, and other considerations such as taxes and earnout periods should not be overlooked. What is shared amongst all business owners is the need to begin exit planning early. This decision alone will be one of the most important decisions you make as a business owner and has implications far beyond your years as an owner. Now is the time to start planning, and Henssler Financial is here to help you along the way with our exit planning services. I'm Nick Antonucci, Certified Exit Planning Advisor, and thank you for tuning into this month's Small Business Minute.